Out with the new and in with the old, or whatever they say. We're back in the white truck, baby. She has been a hurting unit the last couple months, but my 2011 F-150 lives on. And it's back in business enough to go do some camping. And I almost forgot fishing rods. Put her in reverse, Terry. I would have been very sad if I would have forgot that. The new truck has been an absolute beast on the couple trips that I've done with it this year. But it seems a little bit too luxury for the video that I have planned today. So we're gonna be camping in the old trusty white truck. When I say I just picked this thing up, I mean I literally just picked it up a couple days ago. It was just in the shop. Footed a bill for almost $3 because I had U-joints go out and I had something going on with the drive shaft. So there's a lot of metal clanking. I don't know if you guys have been hearing that in the couple videos that I've filmed this last year in the white truck, but all of that is fixed now. And she's ready to camp again. Up here in northern Minnesota right now, it is -9 degrees Fahrenheit. We've got ourselves some slick roads from a thaw that just happened and refroze. Lake Superior's flirting with freezing over, and I've got salmon on my brain. I am gonna be sticking somewhat close to home today for my camp. We're gonna go about 30 minutes up north, and I'm planning on camping on the beautiful shores of Lake Superior in hopes to catch myself a salmon to make salmon burgers for dinner. Now, when I say that the other truck is just a little bit too glam for the plans that I have tonight, I'm not planning on using any ordinary way of heating the truck tonight, even though it's super cold out. Without giving too much away, all I'm going to be using is this right here. Normally speaking, I've got to stop at a grocery store before I start these trips, but today I'm actually planned and I bought all the groceries beforehand. All right, let's knock this little drive out here and see if we can't catch ourselves a fresh salmon. These bad boys on, it's chilly, holy. Alright, definitely gonna want these bad boys. Lake Superior is a funny place. Even though it is super cold outside, ice doesn't seem to want to stick around, so we're breaking out the long rods today and try to do some shore fishing. Yeah, we're gonna first of all see if I can find any open water that I can fish. After I do a little bit of fishing, I'll explain a little bit more what I'm up to camping tonight. Not only is it cold, but it's also kind of windy. We got 13-mile-an-hour winds today, so with the -9 and the chilly winds, it doesn't feel warm outside right now, that's for sure. Right. Well, this is the beautiful Lake Superior. You can see there is a lot of places that have some what I would call skim ice on it. It's probably an inch or two of ice, but it's not safe enough to be able to go ice fishing on. What I'm targeting right now are these open patches of water here. There's some nasty back currents. Lake Superior is so big that there's different current systems that roll through here, and places of it will stay open all year long no matter how cold it gets. Looks like there's a big section right here, so I'm gonna see if I can work my way alongside the shoreline here and make some casts into that pocket and see if there's some salmon residing there. Made a mistake by not bringing my cleats out here. This is nice and slick. Holy. Don't want to have the gloves off for long today, that's for sure. Man, my hands are cold even in gloves right now. Well, I think I snagged the ice. I did indeed snag that ice. And I lost my lure. Got to make about 20 casts before I got stuck on this little shelf of ice. But I lost my lure, so I gotta go back to the truck and see if I've got another one similar. Lucky for me, I do. Could use a quick little finger warm up though. It's like bone aching cold right now. Just a quick little warm ski. Get the gloves not cold. Be nice. Should have really brought some hand warmers. I'll be okay. Oh, it's good. Yes. Okay, warm enough. To not keep you on thin ice, no pun intended, we are going to be using just a Nalgene bottle full of water today to stay warm while camping in the back of the truck. This isn't something new. People have been doing this for a while, and I have done this before camping, but the difference is today I'm going to just be confined to this space, and I am not going to be utilizing a sleeping bag. I have just a normal cheap synthetic comforter here. It's a really thin one. I use it for summer camping. I use it for winter camping when I run a heater back here. But I'm just going to be using this as my insulation as opposed to using a sleeping bag. The thing that people normally do with a heated water bottle is they will heat this up, throw it in the bottom of a sleeping bag, and it'll help keep their body temperature hotter in the sleeping bag and in turn keep them warm for sleeping throughout the night. So we have sub-zero temperatures tonight. I think it's going to be getting down into like -10, -12 area. And we're just going to be boiling water and throwing it in the Nalgene with the little comforter. So I'm not really sure what to expect, but I do know that it sounds nice having some fresh salmon. I did bring some that I caught in Alaska just in case things don't go quite my way, but breaking off in the first 20 casts is not a great sign. So we're gonna go give it a go again. I think I broke off last time actually before I was able to show you the lure, but this is what we're using. Just a little tiny fluffy jig. I've got really thin diameter line on here and a very, very long rod. So I don't know if anybody's crazy enough to want to come try this, but there definitely are people that have been down here before. So in the off chance that somebody else is watching this video and like, hey, that's a pretty good idea, getting a really long rod. Fenwick sells a nice one. I'm gonna put these back on now that they're all nice and toasty. Now if I lose this one, we are SOL. Salmon out of luck, or salmon in luck, actually. Oh no. I don't like being on that right side, just because the wind feels like it's pushing it towards that ice sheet that I broke off on. Oh no. We got it back. Just gonna do it right there. Oh no. Well, just wasn't meant to be today. Ugh. Financial resolutions are great, but let's be real. Budgets don't magically reset on January 1st. Between post-holiday credit card bills and getting back into your normal routine, cash feels tight, and honestly, I've been using Upside. Upside is a free app that helps you earn cash back on gas, groceries, and dining, which for me, all three things I'm already spending money on all the time, especially gas. As you may know, I drive around quite a bit, so that one is an easy sell, just fits naturally into my routine. There are over 100,000 participating locations, so when I'm heading out to fill up, grab groceries, or stop for food on the road, I'll check on the Upside app and see what offers are available nearby. There is not a bunch of arduous steps to get your money back. It's super simple. You can open up the app, claim an offer, pay on your card like you normally would, and then you earn cash back. That's it. And this is actual cash back, not points you forget about or some credits that expire. You can transfer it straight to your bank account when you're ready. One thing that I really like is that you earn 3x more cash back with Upside. Compared to using loyalty programs or credit card rewards alone, you can earn Upside cash back on top of rewards that you're already getting from your card or loyalty programs. Before I fill up my tank or stop for food on a drive, I'll pull up Upside to see if there's an opportunity to earn some cash back. It's easy, and it adds up over time, especially if you're driving a lot like I am. Upside has already given back $1 billion to its users, so to find out how you can earn, download the free Upside app and use promo code MAV to get an extra 25 cents off on every gallon on your first tank of gas. That's 25 cents for every gallon of gas that you use on your first fill up, using promo code MAV. So thanks to Upside for sponsoring this video. Now let's get back to the prepaid programming. All right, got the rods loaded back up. Again, all we're using for heat tonight is just this water bottle. I honestly think I might be okay to just camp right here if I want to. I have in the past, so I think I might take advantage of that. I want to be at this exact spot, so I'm going to pull up and straighten out a little bit. It's just a little bit slanted. Oh, my fingers. Holy. All right, well, I know I was talking a big game about being prepared, but I did notice something while getting into the truck. My lettuce froze at some point and it looks terrible. So the grocery store is only 10 minutes away, so I'm just gonna hightail it there and grab a couple things. Seems kind of silly running all the way over here for just some lettuce, but I did realize I didn't bring an egg either, and that's gonna help keep the salmon together while I make these salmon burgers. So we're stopping at none other than Minnesota's best known Super One Foods here in Two Harbors.
After each scan, choose on the pin pad.
All right, got the goods. Found a couple things in there that might make the recipe just a little bit better too. I haven't cooked with quinoa before. I found a recipe that might be nice with quinoa, so I'm gonna give that a go. Got dark out quick, and with the dark, it is cooling off even faster. Just gonna load this in the backpack. Now, let's go find a place to park our little head for the night. I find it really funny that there's a song by Lana Del Rey called Summertime Sadness, because I think that it should be wintertime sadness. been trying to pull myself together to go camp the last week, and it's just that time of year. It seems like every time of year in January, I struggle to want to get myself outside. I know a lot of my other friends too struggle with some form of seasonal sadness. Glad I'm here now. Even just breathing some fresh air and being in the cold environment just feels good. But cook myself a nice meal tonight, hang out in my camper, and get a very well night's rest, hopefully. All right, I had to go on a little bit of a detour to get to the grocery store. I'm probably like 15 minutes out from where I was, so I'm gonna drive back and try to find a place to park. All right. It's time to start doing some cooking. Now, normally I would cook inside the truck, but it does sound kind of nice to just cook outside tonight. Less stinky fishy smell that way. First things first, I'm gonna get the stove assembled and get cooking on some quinoa. Alright, so come to find out, cooking quinoa is a lot like plain rice. And funny enough, you have to wash it just like this. So I'm gonna get you some of this tricolor stuff. Apparently, if you don't wash it, it's really bitter. So definitely not gonna test my luck on that. Ooh, just reseal, hopefully. I feel like that's a lot of quinoa. Is that more in a cup? It's gotta be. Alright, we're gonna wash it. I don't have a strainer, so this is gonna be interesting. Sure, we're gonna consider that washed. Olive oil is frozen, so I grab myself some ghee. All right, next we're gonna toast that quinoa in some ghee. I'm kind of regretting my whole decision to cook outside right now. It's pretty chilly. Might move this party inside. All right, we're moving this show inside. And okay, that pot is hot. That's a hot pot. Alright, we need to grab this because this is our heat source for the night. I need to shut my lights off. And I need to grab my buns because without buns, we don't have burgers. Okay. Shut this bad boy and put this in there. Alright, continue. My quinoa is already frozen to my bowl. Okay, you can hear that? That stove is warming it up in here. All right, move around. You want it to smell kind of nutty and get a little browned. Well, that's doing its thing. I'm gonna prep the other stuff. I feel like that's getting to be where we want it. Ooh. Moist. Oh no. Nice, my sauce has been spilling all over my bag. Oh, I didn't put the lid on right. That helps. Alright. This is not a Lake Superior salmon, but it's an Alaskan salmon, and it'll taste delicious. Garlic. This garlic's from Gilroy, California. Stuff's delicious. Garlic capital of the world. I did make a sauce that spilled all over my bag to go in here. More like a marinade. It is soy sauce, a little bit of gochujang, and sesame oil. I forget what else I added in here, but we're gonna pour this in here as well. I don't think I'm supposed to blend the quinoa, so I'm gonna blend it before adding the quinoa. Alright. Quinoa done. I'm gonna blend up all my fixins. Whoa! Alright. The one thing I don't know is if I was supposed to cook my fish first before making this slop, because this looks a little funny, but trust the process, I guess. Alright. I'm gonna take my quinoa and put it in my slop. It sounds dirty. Alright, quinoa salmon burger. Okay, we need the ghee. Where the heck did the ghee go? Where are you? There's my ghee. I need to toast the buns. Alright. Now I gotta try to make a salmon patty for the first time. What do you think? Think that'll make a border? A little PO'd that my cleaning towels won't get separated, but take a chunk. Great, now my hands are full of fish and I have no way of cleaning them. You cannot be frozen anymore. How about that? Gosh. I mean, this is just ridiculous. What the... Like... Oh, okay. Alright. Dude. Flip. Whoa. Burger 1. Oh my goodness. I don't know. Like I said, not sure how I feel about this right now. I don't know if I could have chosen a more messy meal to make back here, that's for sure. Like, I have quinoa lodged in my fingernails. The frozen cleaning wipes are just the icing on the cake. I mean, it's sensational. Oh, good luck flipping that. Yeah, fish has no fat in it, so... Ooh! That was clean! I can already tell, though, I'm gonna wish I'd made a sauce, or brought sauce. I did not bring any sauce. I should have brought sauce. In positive news, it is very warm in here. Oh my god. Bang. Bang. I mean, it looks actually alright. That butter lettuce is bringing it together. I don't know what I was thinking, though, on the whole no sauce thing. But I was having a hard time figuring out what sauce to make for this. I mean, like, some sort of white sauce. I've seen people just use, like, plain yogurt, which I think is kind of weird. Like, yogurt just weirds me out a little bit. Could have been like a teriyaki, I guess, but that was the... I don't know, that was why I did the marinade. Quinoa looks good. I did, like, a half and half ratio. Hold on. I was actually... Hang on. Alright. Dude. We might have done something here. It's a lot, like, juicier than I thought it was going to be. And you can taste that marinade in there. Like, I'm even getting a twang of that gochujang. I can't say it right. Gochujang? The Korean red stuff. It's delicious. Yeah, I'm definitely doing this again. That's, like, surprisingly really awesome. No, I don't know. It's just, it's weird cooking with fish. Like, making a burger patty out of fish is just weird to me. I haven't done it. And it's fair to say I'm going to do it again. Just as soon as the heat got in here, it left me. Good thing I have another salmon porgus to warm me up. Unfortunately, a banger. Or fortunately, a banger. Putting the stirve away. Now you guys are probably yelling at me. You're like, hey, I thought you were going to boil that water. Well, I am. I'm boiling it right now. But we're using a jet boil because I'm not boiling quinoa water, okay? All right. All right. Now, I would like this to be, I don't know. I don't want it all the way full, but dang close. I don't think the jet boil fits this much water in it. Oh, sure it does. Whoa. That was a little terrifying. I'm gonna get this thing as close to boiling as I can without feeling like I'm going to absolutely crank myself with it. So, I'm gonna go ahead and move the groceries and things into the truck because I don't think it makes sense for it to be in here all night. Oh, that's slick. Yeah, it's chilly in here. I can still see my breath. My truck is equipped with a diesel heater just in case of emergency situations. Checked before the trip, and it is running and running well. So if I do need it, I can always turn that on. I also have a negative 30-degree bag inside of the cab of the truck. So if it really doesn't work, I have 2 measures of I'm not going to freeze to death. So if you're going to try stuff like this, please, well, 1, maybe don't. 2, if you're going to try camping like this, make sure that you have the right gear for it. 2 things that are worrisome about camping with a giant jug of water. You need to make sure that you have the lid on tight enough. And I'm saying that for myself, because if the lid isn't on right or not tight enough, you are going to wake up in a puddle of water, which it's not super conducive to being warm. The other thing is, and this will be interesting to see, is that, like I said earlier, people normally do this in sleeping bags, and what happens is that warms the inside of the sleeping bag, and that heat can stay warm for hours and hours and hours, and you, in turn, like, shouldn't feel cold. Now, I am not gonna have a sleeping bag, so I'm gonna try my best to make myself like a sleeping bag like cocoon with the comforter, but I only have so much material. So also, this is very breathable. It's not gonna hold heat very well anyway. So my plan is to just kind of sleep with that like centric on my body, I guess, and I think that should be enough. We'll just have to wait and see. I have like 5 different Nalgene bottles that I packed. So like, I'm just not sure if I want to, do I want to do like 5 of them? I mean, I could. I definitely could. I just realized I forgot a topping on the salmon burgers, and it was one that I was going to talk about. Why it's good to eat it before bed when you think you're going to be cold. Avocado. I have a fresh avocado that I should have put on my sandwich. But if you eat fats before bed, it's supposed to keep you warmer. There's some science behind it. Avocados, walnuts, different things that you can eat to feel fatty before bed. And it should keep you warmer throughout the night. Oh boy. Rolling boil. Spin. Don't burn myself. Okay. And please don't fall off lid. And we want to shut that as soon as possible to hold that heat in. Oh, that's so warm. That's great. Okay. Make sure that's tight. Okay. Now, because I know this jet boil holds enough water to go into an Nalgene, I'm not going to pour it in Nalgene first this time. I'm just going to go straight up. Straight up. I'm trying not to blow myself up this time. Alright. And in theory, that one should actually boil faster because everything's warm. We're going to take this oh my gosh, this is so warm. I'm going to take this bad boy, I'm going to put it under the covers and warm the bed up, even though I'm sitting on it and it should be getting warm anyway. My thermometer I had in here is MIA. My phone is, oh, it is here, but it's still MIA. My phone is telling me that it is negative 12 degrees Fahrenheit outside right now, so in here it's gotta be, it's above freezing for sure because condensation on the windows is still okay for now. All right, off. Okay. Going on. There we go. All right. Now we have 2 warm bottles. I'm gonna start off with 2, see how that does, and then it is already getting late, so I'm gonna slide off the bibs and everything and work my merry way into my bed. Okay. 1 water bottle is going to go down towards my feet. I have the comforter folded like this, and so my feet are kind of pressed in, just like I would be in a sleeping bag. I'm gonna shut this light off too. All I'm trying to do right now is tuck the sheets around me. Oh, that's really warm. All right, ow. Holy, is that leaking? That one's leaking. No, it's not. It's just so hot, it burned my leg. Ow, that hurt. All right, well, I'm in bed. That is worrisome that is so warm that it burned my leg. Hopefully I didn't make that too hot. But I'm sure I won't be complaining once the reality sets in. I've got a sweatshirt pocket, so I'm going to put the other one in the sweatshirt pocket, and then I'm just going to wrap the sheets around me. We'll see how that works. When I've done this in a sleeping bag, it's lasted all night, but I'm imagining at some point tonight I'm going to have to reboil water. So, cross that bridge when I get to it, but maybe I won't ever get there. My legs are burning on fire right now. It's so hot down there. So, if I can keep that up, we're good. It's roughly 9 p.m. It's night time. So, I'm going to try my best to sleep on my back tonight. I'll keep you updated periodically as time goes on, but right now we're doing good. I'm gonna get some shut-eye. I'll keep you updated in like a couple hours or so. I'm sure I'll wake up. Might have to reboil the water.
All right, it's roughly 2 a.m. I woke up freezing my nuts off, and it was too cold to not turn the heater on, so we've got the diesel heater cranking now to warm up. My water is still kind of warm, but I didn't even have time to get up and warm up. That was freezing. Alright, I'm gonna try to get some shut-eye, and we'll reassess in the morning.
Warm water bottle plus comforter is thumbs down. When I tell you I woke up at 1 a.m., my back hanging out of the sheets and just absolutely freezing, I was shivering, and that's the first time in a long time that I've been that cold, so forgive me for just cranking on the diesel heater. There's part of me that wishes that I would have just woken up and tried to reheat the water, but I haven't felt that cold in a minute, so better to be safe than sorry. In hindsight, I should have set a timer to wake up before I got too cold, and then I could have been heating the water. It surprisingly doesn't smell like a fish meat market in here. One more boiled cup of water before we go to make myself a cup of joe. Coffee. All right, let's talk about the findings and the failures of staying warm with a water bottle and a cheap Target duvet. I think it would have worked great if it was in a sleeping bag. Kept me warm for about 4 hours, 5 hours, and then it was just too much to bear. So if you're going camping in negative temperatures and trying to stay warm with a comforter and a water bottle, might want to make other plans. Bring a sleeping bag. If you guys have other ideas of things that I could heat up with while winter camping, let me know. I'm trying to bring this series back. We've done candles, we've done sterno cans, I've even done electric sleeping bags. So if you have any ideas, leave them in the comments down below. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and as always, until next time, you already know the drill. Just keep on trucking.